Overwhelmed. That's how local law enforcement says that they're feeling after a surge of undocumented immigrants passed through one border city last week. More than 6,000 people crossed through Yuma, Arizona. I want to bring in Fox's Ashley Soriano. She joins us live from Yuma with how law enforcement there is trying to move forward in addressing this border situation. Hi, Ashley.
Good evening, Daytona. Well, you can see this gap in the border wall. This is where hundreds of undocumented people are crossing through each day. In fact, just 10 minutes ago, a group of maybe 10 or 15 people crossed through here. This is a problem not just for Border Patrol, but also the Yuma County Sheriff's Office, whose staffing is already limited.
The Sheriff's Office.
The best way I can describe the border right now is chaos. Absolute chaos.
The Arizona National Guard.
This has been the largest surge of immigrants that I have seen in my career.
And families in Yuma.
This is going on 24 hours a day.
All concerned about the unprecedented number of people crossing illegally. Since October of this year, Customs and Border Protection reported close to 22,000 encounters in the Yuma sector. That's a 2,600% increase from this time last year. The Yuma County Sheriff's Office receives dozens of calls each day relating to illegal immigration, even from the immigrants themselves.
They're calling 911. These people are showing up and they're sitting there on the border like they're told, waiting for their ride. And after hours and hours, and sometimes a day or more goes by, they get frustrated, they get scared, and they get hungry, they get thirsty, and they start calling 911.
Major Eben Bratcher is the operations chief at the Sheriff's Office. He says staffing is a challenge.
Any given time, I might have 3 dispatchers answering all of the calls that come into our office. If they're tied up handling 911 calls that wouldn't be happening otherwise, your 911 call because of a vehicle accident or something other than that more serious might ring a few extra times, and that's scary.
Dennis Cook's backyard overlooks the unfinished border wall. He sees the crossings every day and knows just how overwhelmed Border Patrol is.
There's times when I've called Border Patrol, and Border Patrols, we can't do anything. We're totally booked up. We can't do nothing with them. Since I've been on camera here, I bet you we've had 20 people cross already.
Yuma's mayor issued a local emergency, and Arizona Governor Doug Ducey deployed the National Guard. Since then, numbers have gone down, but you can see people are crossing right now. And last week, that was around the time that the Remain in Mexico policy was reinstated. Under that Trump-era policy, asylum seekers have to stay in Mexico until their court date. Daytona.
Yeah, Ashley, it's pretty incredible to see right behind you. It looks like a group of maybe 30, possibly more, passing behind you as we speak right now. Has it been like that for the duration of the day since the time you got there?
Yeah, I was out here yesterday for a span of maybe about an hour and a half, and at the very least, at least 50 people passed through. And you just mentioned, maybe 30 people passed through here just now. It's definitely a constant thing throughout the day. Numbers, like I said, are down from last week, but again, it's a constant thing.
All right, Fox's Ashley Soriano in Yuma, Arizona for us tonight. Thank you so much for your reporting. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.